reporting this story over time. What's the state of things, and are there places where the relationships are getting better between the community and police?
Well, I think there are places, big cities, small cities, where relationships are improving. There has been an effort since Ferguson to increase community policing, increase the diversity of the police force. But there's still problems that remain. You know, John, we're coming up on 2 years from Ferguson, and based on what I've seen going out into Chicago, and I was in Chicago without a camera, just an iPhone, recording what people are saying, interviewing people there over the Memorial Day weekend, knowing that that would probably be a tough weekend for Chicagoans. And what I found is the underlying problem is still there. There remains this lack of trust. And I don't know if you increase community policing, that's not going to address the problem. And that's why we are where we are today.
Why isn't it going to address the problem? Because everybody, you hear them just say community policing, it's like body cameras. It's a word that gets thrown out, and we don't really. So tell us why it's not working.
Well, we heard what Mayor Giuliani said. And I think that if you talk to people in the communities, and certainly if they hear what he just said, you know, as the mayor of Dallas said a couple of days ago, words matter. And I think based on what he was saying about black families, it shows that he has, and I'm sure some of the interviews, if he were to go and talk to some of the people there, it just shows a lack of understanding what the root of the problem is. There is a history of mistrust between the black community and law enforcement, and that's at the root here. And 2 years out from Ferguson, that still has not been addressed. And so you're not going to get to the root of the problem until you address that issue, and until people like Rudy Giuliani go to these communities, actually talk to the people who live there, and get a sense for what they really feel and what's really at the root of the problem.
Which seemed to be what Newt Gingrich was saying in his quote. Wesley, you wrote about the Dallas Police Department.
Of course, I've written about the Dallas Police Department.